if you have your, so this is your defense line, the red is your defense line. You also have your sentiments, and we are assuming 4-3-3 formation. You have your attackers here. Let's say blue is the blue is the attackers, and this guy is the ball holder. When you are pressing with your second man press, always aim to press with this guy who is far away from the goal. This is the guy who has to press using AI. This guy has to, cover the width. Same with this guy. This guy has to cover the width. You have to manually control him. The press should always come from this guy, right? This is something that how to do this. I'll tell you. I'll show you the clips how this can be done. If the ball holder is here, right, then you can apply pressure using these guys. I'm sorry. So this guy can put the pressure, or this guy can also put the pressure, and this guy should be able to cover the width. So the idea here is very simple. You don't want to lose your position. You cannot afford to lose your position. And if you lose your position, a lot of things can go wrong, right? If this guy is losing his position, you leave a lot of space here. Similarly, if this guy is out of position, similarly, if this guy goes out of position, then you will leave a lot of space. So the idea is you have to keep your defense compact, or you have to keep your midfield compact just in case if the ball is here, and make sure that you are covering up everything, right? So let me show you the clip on how to do this. But before you get there, there is one thing that I want to really highlight here, which is when you are defending, there are a lot of chances that your defender gets selected as a second man press. So this guy becomes the second man press, and this guy is your active holder of the person who's actually covering the space. In that case, if these two guys are selected, you have to immediately switch it off. Okay, this is the first thing that I'm going to show. You have to understand what are the things that you should not do, and we'll talk about what are the things that we should do. Right. So we'll cover two topics. So make sure to stay until the end. Right. And if you feel like this is anything of useful, if you feel that this is useful, just drop me a like, subscribe to the channel. It really helps. With that said, let's get to the clips. Um, so this area, I have my, I want to select this guy to press manually, and I want to have this guy to press using AI, right? This is what I want to achieve. But what happened was this guy got selected. This guy got selected, and this guy became my active defender. Now I have to turn this guy off so that I do not leave this entire thing empty, right? So I'll let the video play. You can watch it, right? I want to press using these two guys here. I turn it on, and immediately the guy got selected. So I switched it off immediately and then switched my player to this guy and tried to defend. So this is a false positive. Sometimes if you do this, you will leave a lot of space. This is the warning that I'm giving you. Just make sure that this case is prevented. Right now, I'll go ahead and do this. So you will see a success scenario here. I have my Pedri here who is acting as a jockey role, and this guy can press. So I'll continue to do the press now, and I'll eventually win the ball. You can see this. See, eventually I got the ball. Right? This is the most important piece of how you can do it. I'll show you one more clip before I um, drop. Here is the thing. The Sun has the ball. My Maguire is here. I'm going to manually control this space using Maguire, and I'm letting this guy to cover up the space, press him, right? So this has to happen very quickly. It's just a 1 second to 2 second trigger. You cannot keep the second man press all the time and expect your defenders to do the magic. It won't work like that. You just have to keep it to a very limited time so that you don't lose your stamina. Okay, let me show you an advanced scenario. Okay, where you are defending a corner who's made a short corner, and this guy is on his way to get into this space here. If he gets to this space, he can do a quick finish. So I don't want to allow that. So I did a second man press here. I wanted to do it with these two players, but this guy does lane change and he got here. So I had to do it with these two players, right? So I did a second man press quickly and made sure that he got enough pressures before he can actually win the ball. All right. Hope this is useful. If it is, subscribe to the channel. It really helps. I'm going to leave a lot of videos like this. Bye.